What's up, you all? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about ticker symbol TRCH, Torchlight Energy Resources Inc. I talked about this stock in the past. We'll review three things in this video. The first one is the real quick technical analysis of the stock RSI, the stock price, and last 5 days, how the stock was traded. The second thing is I'll be sharing some stuff around the reverse merger that I already discussed in my previous video, but I'll quickly touch upon for those who did not watch my previous video. I strongly recommend you watch my previous video. And the third thing is we'll also discuss where the stock can go from here. The stock price can go from here. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm doing a lot of research and analysis. I want to share it with you guys. So click on the like button, consider subscribing to my channel, click on the notification bell because it takes me a while to do the research and share this information with you all. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video, it has pretty good details about what TRCH and I reviewed this stock when the stock price was around $2.85 and I also discussed at what price I bought this stock. I believe it was below $2.50 level and I invested pretty good amount. So you can search for TRCH or Torchlight Stock Moneymakers and you should be able to find me on YouTube researching and sharing more information about this stock. Now without further delay, let's talk about TRCH. So the stock is trading at 15% up, almost 50 cents up today. It went as high as $3.6970 in today's trading session. Now last 5 days the stock has a downturn momentum, but after we discussed about this stock and let's take a look. We talked about this stock on February 15th and as I expected, the stock hit the high of $4.74 on February 16th. I bought this stock around $2.40-50 level. I kind of forgot the exact price at the moment and I wanted to share this video before we close the market trading session today. So the stock had a pretty nice run up right here, $4.74, and then sort of went the sideways. And now there's one more spike today, and for 1 month the stock looks pretty promising, as you can see, and we discussed in the video as well. The stock was trading below $2 level and it regained the Nasdaq compliance, but since then, if you see the spike, a little bit down, one more spike, a little bit down, and once again, this is a penny stock. It has its own risk and rewards. The company is pretty small. The previous closing was $3.12. The day range, as I mentioned, 330 to 373. 1 year range, 52-week range is 21 cents and $4.83. Very small market cap. There is a reverse mortgage going on. There is not enough revenue for the company, but the reverse mortgage looks pretty juicy. Now, the revenue for Q3, 61,000, Q1, 45,000. Pretty small revenue, as I mentioned. They're burning through cash as well, 3.30 million in Q2, Q3, 884,000, so close to $1 million. The company has enough cash on hand because of the stock offering, the sum of the dilution that the company has. The company is based in Plano, Texas, and founded in 2007, as you can see right here. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is why I picked this stock, and I recommend you watch this video. It has more detailed analysis about TRCH. I also talked about one of the big catalysts about the reverse mortgage and my investment price about the stock at the time when I bought this stock. Now looking at one more sort of the catalyst is they are doing reverse mortgage with METAMATERIAL, and that company sounds pretty promising. They have pretty innovative products, some of the patents, and some great stuff that I want to share with you. Now the volume spiked up. It's been 3 hours, I want to say, more or less, in trading session, and the volume is 25 million. So it is above the average volume of 22 million, which is pretty interesting, and I'll talk about like why there is a lot of momentum in this stock today. But before that, let's talk about the reverse mortgage stuff. So Torchlight and METAMATERIAL extended LOI to continue to work towards a definitive agreement. As long as there is definitive agreement, they entered into and expect to be closing the transaction that will include customary closing condition, including Nasdaq and CSE approval and approval by the shareholders for both the companies. There can be no assurance that the transaction will take place as a result of this letter of intent, but it looks pretty promising. Now, what Meta is the company why I was very excited about this company when I did the first video, and you can take a look as well. The Meta designs and manufactures advanced material and performance functional films that are engineered for nanoscale to control the light and electromagnetic waves. Metamaterial helps support sustainability by doing more with less, and what they do is currently developing new material with a diverse application in one of the high spiked factors, very aggressively growing factors: automotive, aerospace, solar, and consumer electronics, including medical industries. So there are four sectors which are highly growing right now. Automotive industry, highly growing, including Tesla, and some of the EV stuff as well. Aerospace, one more, another sector. Solar energy, super important, especially after the new government in the United States. Consumer electronics and medical industry, one more exciting and hyper growth sector. Meta has a growing patent portfolio, which is their core in three technologies that is mentioned right here, including wireless sensing, which is super interesting. And they have offices across the globe, in UK, in US, so on and so forth. So Meta is the company. It is the secret sauce, and why the stock can gain a lot of momentum, TRCH. And it's a reverse mortgage, the way for Meta to get exposure in the NASDAQ and the United States stock exchange. So that's the reason, right? Now, once again, looking at the chart, and let's take a look at the RSI real quick as well. The RSI looks, I think, pretty high in my opinion when I checked the last time, but let's take a look what it looks, because the trading session is still on. Looking at, let's say, okay, so looking at the RSI, right, you can see that when I looked at this, the RSI was 97. When I looked before, the RSI was close to 99, at around 90 level, which suggests overbought condition at that point. So you may expect some of the dip in the stock price, but once again, it is driven by one of the announcement from the company that happened today, and which is why I want to do this video super quick and share it with you all. So RSI right now 66, pretty balanced RSI at $3.57, and as you can see, the stock price went down a little bit from $3 and almost I want to say 70 cents. It went to $3.58 right now, and the RSI is 66, pretty balanced, not overbought, not oversold. But one of the thing is the volume spiked up considering how it was traded, and based on the average volume, it is trading pretty significantly higher volume in last a couple of hours, in 3 hours in trading session. Now, looking at this news that I wanted to share and why the momentum is, the company announced today, and this came out at 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Torchlight loans METAMATERIal $10 million, allowing Meta to execute on business plan in advance of the shareholder votes, which is one step forward into the reverse mortgage, which looks pretty promising. It's not finalized, that's the key. That's one of the catalysts. When the merger finalizes, the stock may run up more as well. And once again, this is my analysis. I'm no expert. I do not have any financial certification or anything, so take it as a grain of salt. But between the Torchlight and Meta pursuant, which is a Torchlight and Meta will compete a business combination. The arrangement, the way it's called in the contract, Torchlight has loaned $10 million to Meta, evidenced by unsecured convertible promissory note. The promissory note bears interest rate of 8% per annum, and with all unpaid principal and interest due in one lump sum payment on February 18th, 2020. That's the maturity date. If the agreement is terminated or expires without any completion of the arrangement, Torchlight will have the right to convert all or any of the portion in the principal amount or any accrued and unpaid interest under the promissory note with the common shares of Meta at a conversion price of Canadian dollar, $2.80 per common share, which is subject to all the legal nuances. Furthermore, the arrangement is not completed. The Meta will be obligated to repay Torchlight total unpaid balance of the principal and interest under the promissory note to the extent not converted into the common shares on the maturity date. Now, Meta intends to use approximately $5 million of the proceeds from the loan with this promissory note to accelerate its acquisition of certain pilot scale production equipment that expands its roll-to-roll product family production capabilities, so on and so forth. And once again, I mentioned Meta has a lot of patents, and they're building these patents into commercialization products that they can market, they can sell, they can bring in more revenue. Their balance sheet I discussed in my previous video, so you want to take a look at that video as well. But this is what Meta is up to, and which is why there is a momentum in the stock, as you can see right at the moment, which is pretty promising. If the reverse mortgage happens, that means Torchlight brings in a lot more exciting stuff into their portfolio as part of the reverse mortgage. On the other side, Meta will have a lot more exposure to trade in Nasdaq, bigger community. Torchlight already received the regained the Nasdaq compliance, so there is no risk of getting delisted. The stock is trading above $1 level. Quite honestly, like 3 or 4 times higher than $1 level, so there is no risk of getting delisted. A lot of momentum, there is enough volume, so it looks pretty promising. Now, I'm not advising to buy or sell this stock or hold either, so do your own due diligence if you buy or sell, if you want to buy or sell, or if you want to hold. I wanted to share this information before the market closes, to share this information as to why there is a momentum, why the stock spiked up when the Nasdaq and the market is sideways. The Nasdaq is down almost 1.8%, 249 points in today's trading session, at least at the moment, around 12:25 in the afternoon. So consider subscribing to my channel for timely updates and this type of videos and my analysis that I'm sharing with you all. Click on the like button. It takes me a while to do the research, so your like is very much appreciated. So like on the video, not only this video, but all of my videos, and do your own due diligence. I hope this video is helpful. You enjoyed this content. I'll see you in the next video. Happy investing in TRCH.